Hey guys, so I wanted to make a real quick video here to kind of just talk about today's assignment. So before we get into the task, which is on slide 4, I just want to talk through a few quick things. So each page has audio recording. So if you want to follow along.
Why do people follow the crowd by ABC News?
That can be helpful, and it's for the whole article. You'll just have to click it on the top of each page. And then, so you've had an annotation task each time as well. So today's is similar to yesterday's. So it says, drag the blue text box to place it around 2 different quotes from this article that you feel most strongly support the idea of conformity being a negative behavior. So on Tuesday, it was, more general, like what is conformity? Yesterday, Wednesday, we read a more positive side of peer pressure / conformity. And today, we are focusing on the negative side. So it's a text box, so you can drag it. I'm not going to use a portion that I think you should mark because that would defeat the purpose of you doing it yourself. But so for example, I wanted to mark this portion here where it says, we laughed again during the movie Mean Girls. Obviously, it's a text box. I have some extra words in here from the previous sentence, and that's totally fine. I'll know what exact portion you want, even if there's a few extra words in there. So anyway, that's that. Even though this annotation task is on every page, you don't need you don't need to drag this and mark 2 portions of text per page. It's just 2 total. It's just that you might want to pick one from this page, one from this page, right? So it needs to be on all 3. So anyway, here is the task. So it says, go back and look at the work you did with the first 2 articles, this week's classroom assignments. Find one piece of direct textual evidence from 2 of the articles that supports your claim. So if I were you, what I would do is I would go to your assignments. I'd open up Tuesdays, open up Wednesdays. I'm not going to use anyone's work as an example because I haven't gotten permission to do that. So I have the blank versions. This is Tuesdays, this is Wednesdays. So I have those opened up. It says, or click the links below to copy and paste direct quotes into the chart below. Definitely still open up your classroom work, or else you're going to be making this a lot harder on yourselves. So I'll show you what the links are good for though in a second. The instructions for the actual work here. It says you wrote a claim after reading the first article on Tuesday. Look back at the assignment and decide whether you want to keep your original claim or change it. So Tuesday's assignment, when you open it up, was just the general conformity. Here at the bottom, it says, what's your opinion? Do you think conformity is more of a negative or positive behavior? And to explain. So you've already kind of stated how you feel about it and explained it. On today's assignment, I want you just to give me one statement. You can say peer pressure has a positive impact on behavior. Or you can say conformity is more negative than positive. Whatever you feel. So just keep it short, sweet, to the point, still a complete sentence. And then what you're doing is you need to have 2 pieces of text that you think support your claim. Okay, sorry. So you're going to look back at the 2 articles, and so you're going to decide, what supports your claim. So if you feel that conformity is a positive behavior, you're probably going to want to focus on the first general conformity, and then the second one we did on Wednesday, which is the positive. If you think it's more negative, you're probably going to want to focus on the first article, general, and then the article from today, the third one, which is more negative. So when it says source, all you're doing is you're telling me article 1, or you can put the title of the article, just called conformity. As long as you're, letting me know which article it is, I'll know. So then you're giving me a quote / evidence. So the reason why I have the links here, so if I'm going to pull a quote from the first article, I'm not able to, copy and paste any text from this slide. So since I have the actual article itself linked as a PDF, you can then just use your cursor to highlight. I'm just going to do this as an example. Copy, paste. Right, and then you can adjust the text in order to fit the box. So that is that. So you'll do that with both 2 of the 3 articles, whichever you choose. So you'll have your source, you'll have your quote, and then you just explain, how does this support your claim? So don't just tell me because it's positive or because it's negative. right? If you're choosing a specific quote for a reason. And another reason why it's good to have these articles pulled up is because you guys have annotated. You've dragged stars next to things you agree with, or you've, marked things up, things you disagree with. So anyway, you'll explain that. And then the last part, it says, finally, explain something that you disagree with from one of the 3 articles. Be sure to state which article you're referring to. If you want to use a direct quote for this, you are more than welcome to. I'm not requiring that. It doesn't say that. So you can say something like, in the first article, it talks about how driving can blah, blah, blah. I disagree with this because, right? So that's all you're doing. And if you have any questions, obviously hop onto my virtual office hours. But hopefully this kind of helps you out with what to do. With that being said, have a great day. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday. And yeah, you know where I'll be if you need anything.